Good morning, brothers and sisters. This is Donna Stinson from Can We Talk About It? Um, the studio is down, so I'm not doing my show right now. I'm waiting for the studio to open up. So, right now, I'm giving my opinions on things that's going on, which I would do in the studio. So, here we go. Uh, I want to talk to my young, old, mentors, all my black sisters and brothers that go to these Vietnamese, Chinese establishments. Um, Before I say that, my heart goes out to um, George Floyd and his family and friends. You do have my deepest condolences for what you're going through right now. Uh, there's other things going on in the country that we really do need to address. We have uh, brothers and sisters over here in China. Uh, the Chinese are saying that we brung the COVID to them. So they're over there putting our brothers and sisters out of their home, whipping them, beating them. They've even put together a regime to oppress our people over there. So I'm begging and pleading with my sisters, please stop going to these Chinese stores, because what you're doing is you're giving them your money to send back over there to oppress our people. I feel like anybody who goes into these stores knowing that these people are in China oppressing our brothers and sisters, shame on you. I don't feel like you are a part of the movement. I mean, we still have brothers and sisters that are alive right now that we can help. We need to pull our dollars back from these Chinese people. We need to learn how to put our money together and get our own beauty and barber supplies. I'm not talking about Haitians. I'm not talking about Africans. I'm talking about African Americans. We don't have jack. We don't have a window, nor we don't have a pot nor a window to throw it out of. So, please, if I see sisters going to these stores, I am going to film you, and then I am going to tell people how much of a shame it is that the stamina that our sisters had back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, we have no backbone. We have no tolerance for discomfort. We are such microwave women. I need my hair done. I need my nails done. Then you go into these places and they doing your feet. They may be at your feet, but you are their peasants. You are paying them. They're calling you out your name while you are there. I went to a Chinese place. You know, my husband, he's on his feet a lot. So sometimes I treat him to go get a pedicure. Now, I stopped going into these places. For one, they're killing you. You are so stupid, and you bring your children in there. All this acrylic will get into your lungs and damage them. These Chinese, they have masks on. You're sitting up telling them, girl, do my feet. Don't mess up my feet. Don't mess up my eyes. Girl, these people ain't thinking about you. They thinking about getting the people of our color out from over there in their country. And you're footing the bill to kill your own people. These folks, some of you black folks are so friendly with these Chinese folks, and you would defend them against your own people. But let the tables turn. They will cook you and your children. They are not turning on their people for you. We always talk about how I'm sick of my own kind. They so ghetto. They so this. Then teach them not to be ghetto. And the ones that don't want to grow, the ones that don't want to mature, then leave them to their own devices. We are public enemy number one, and it's getting global. It's not just with police officers. Now it's with the Chinese. Now, something I read some years ago is the Americans made some type of deal with China, and black people are supposed to be like their insurance in case something goes wrong. Then we supposed to go over there like we're really going to go over there. It's just a crazy thing. There's underlining things that's going on that's not in this country that's affecting us greatly. We are the only nation of people that don't stick together. Now, grant you, there are some bad business owners, black, because I've dealt with them. But it's not going to stop me from dealing with my race. There are young women that's so disrespectful out here. I tried to, there was a young woman in the store one day, and this was right after everybody had got the stimulus checks. And she had her baby with her, and she had a big old bag. It was really heavy. I don't know if it had cans of beers or whatever it had in it. This baby like 2 years old, and she put the bag around her daughter's wrist, and I could see it was hurting her. So I was like, little sister, can I tell you something? This is exactly what she said. No. And I'm like, all right, I love you. I'm going to pray for you. Some of you sisters are so disrespectful. You don't know nothing. You're wet behind the ears. All you want to do is fight. We need to start getting some emotional stability and start thinking logically and not with our hearts. We have to start looking towards the future, of our children's future. And we're not doing that. Some of you women will run over your own sisters and brothers just to get into these stores. These people don't give two shakes of a lamb's tail about you. I've been telling you people for years, if one don't go, none should go. But you want to constantly give up your money. We're already living in a time to where we cannot communicate with each other face to face. Everything is becoming Zoom or Google Duel or whatever. They're actually separating us, and we're not even paying attention. And while they're separating the black people in the United States, they're kicking the black people out in China. They're beating the black people in China. They're taking advantage, taking their money, kicking them out of homes that they pay for, apartments that they rent. They're telling us that we're monkeys. We brung this virus to their country. There's something going on. And it's a shame that we had to have a brother die at the hands of the police department. What I do want to say is bravo to you, James Craig. I'm starting to warm up to you. Bravo to Detroit Police Department. At this moment, I am so proud of you keeping these people out of Detroit, tearing it up. So now that you know that the people in Detroit are not tearing up the city, can you stop giving the brothers and sisters in Detroit a hard time? Thank you. So all I'm trying to say is we live in a world where the nations are sticking together and we're not. Together we make a powerful fist and a powerful blow. We don't have any good leaders nowadays. A good leader is a man that's sober-minded. How can you sit up and be for the people when you're chemically dependent upon things? You have this chip on your shoulder. You feel like because of who you are, people are supposed to kowtow to you. We are supposed to be servants. We are not supposed to think of ourselves better than the other. And I feel, and this is how I feel, since Malcolm X left, there has not been any, and I repeat, any good teachers, any good leaders. There's people that's trying to do the best they can. There are people that's doing good things for our community. And there are people that are not doing good things for our community. And there's people that's doing things for the community via checks from whoever it may be. Don't get me wrong. I want to be involved with a lot of things that's going on. I've even tried to reach out to Riddle and Pastor, I think his name Michael Williams or something, because I want to get involved. I want to know what's going on. I feel like I can put my 2 cents in. I can, you know, I can be an asset. But anywho, even if they don't get in touch with me, I'm my own woman. I have God behind me, and I have a strong voice of my own. So I'm just letting you people know. Sisters, I'm ashamed of you. If you didn't know this, now you do. If you continue to go to these stores, you are not a black woman. You are a terrorist against your own people because your money is aiding the destruction of our people. And if you are that ignorant, then you are one of the people that really shouldn't be involved in this movement. Because you are selfish, you're thinking about yourself, and then when something hits home, then you want everybody to jump on your bandwagon, and you don't want to help nobody. Shame on my sisters. It's not going to hurt you to go natural. This COVID had everything closed. You guys are flocking to these Chinese places like, you're flocking to these Chinese places like rats and they're the Pied Piper. You better save your money. In a minute, this money is going to be extinct, so you better buy gold. You better buy something of substance. Everybody's thinking about today and what they're going to do. A lot of people are running out of money. Nobody's getting together. The Chinese, the Chaldeans, these people all live together. I mean, sometimes they live in one house and there's 20, 30 of them. But guess what? They got money. They tolerate each other. We can't tolerate each other for 5 minutes. That's a shame. And it's not our fault because slavery has divided us within our colors as far as the races, like light, brown, dark. And dark is like public enemy number one. Some of you light-skinned women need y'all butts whooped because you feel like because you are light-skinned that you can downgrade your own sisters. Let me tell you something, mulattoes, light-skinned women. White folks don't want you because you got black in you. They will kill you just as fast as they will kill a black person. And I mean a black person. So you better listen to what I'm telling you. Stop going to these places. You're giving them money to kill us. These people in China are going through it. Now, it's sad that our brother George Floyd was killed. But can't we try to help these people that are still alive? Can't we go to our government and tell them don't treat our people like that? Is there any way we can get our people out of China? They're stuck over there right now because of COVID. We need to start praying for these people because prayer is a powerful thing and God knows it is. You people, you women that's sitting around, going out, spending your money, not taking care of your children. You want to buy hair and look good. Who you looking good for? You ain't looking good for God because God didn't tell you to wear all that stuff. Sisters, I'm ashamed of you. I can't remember the last time I went to a beauty and barber supply. If I decide to go anywhere, I'm going to go to Target or I'm going to go to some department store and get my stuff. I'm not about to support people who are killing me. I'm not about to support people who's selling me rats and dogs, you idiots. I'm not about to do that. You shouldn't either. I don't get some of you women. It's all about you until something happens to you or somebody in your family. And I'm going to say this, if you ain't down with the movement, I'm not down with you. And if I see you doing idiotic stuff, I'm going to tape you and I'm going to show it. Young women, old women, it's time to stop acting like children, little sluts, little bitches, letting people call you these things. It's time for you to grow up and be women. Now, we got strong brothers trying to do the best they can out there. We got a lot of weak brothers that ain't doing jack. It's time for us to stand up and do our part. So on that note, I love you. Be strong. Don't let nobody deceive you. If you want to know how this is going to end, I suggest that you pray, ask the Lord to open your eyes, let the Holy Spirit come in you. Read the Bible. The Holy Scriptures will come to life right before your eyes, and you will be able to decipher what the Word is telling you. Oh, the Bible, everybody talking about God, this, that, and the other. Don't think there is not a God. Don't think the things that you do wrong, He is not seeing. Don't think that you could just do wrong and then say, forgive me, and that's that, because there's consequences to everything that you do. How dare you black women go into these places knowing that they're killing our people over there? Shame on you dummies. Now, if it don't apply, like I said, let it fly. But if it do, and you didn't know, now you do. Quit going to these folks. Do you know there's a Chinatown in every state in the United States, in every city in the United States? Half of their army is already here. They've been infiltrating for years, and we're not paying attention. The powers that be, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. There's only like 8 people it's 13 families that actually rule this country. NASA works for them. Anything they ask to be done is going to be done. You know, people are, I'm going to get ahead, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. You're not going to be nothing if they don't let you be that. That go for these white actors, these black actors. Oh, you got to do some disgusting stuff to be on top and be famous. That's why I got out of the acting business, because you're not about to make me go against my God. You are not about to make me throw my morals out the window, which a lot of you black women don't have. You walk around here in your dirty, nasty pajamas. You get up out your bed, don't wash your face, go to the store, go to the beauty and barber supply. These are your gods. God of the universe is not your God. These are your gods. You are deceived. The Bible says, God said, if you continue to do the fool, He's going to turn you over to your own devices. You're going to think what you're doing is right, and it's not, because God has given up on you. No man can come to God unless He draw them. It's time for us to get holy, to get focused. When back in the days when Joshua went over, and some of y'all know about when he went over to see about the spies. You know, they went over there to check out the spies, the 2 guys, and they said it was giants in the land and we could never conquer it. Because of the power that was in Joshua and the faith that he had, these people subdued whole kingdoms. Back in the day, there was Nephilims. There were giants. These people were fighting giants. You know, people look at the Bible like it's a fairy tale. It's not. And if God says there's nothing new under the sun, don't you think them same demons, giants, or whatever, don't you think they still here? They're making robots that look just like people. There are people out here that's possessed. You can't see it because you are not in God's will. This is a grand design to wipe us off the face of the earth, but it's not going to happen. You know why? Because there are truly good people of God, of color, that's willing to die like people died for us in slavery, even in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. We don't appreciate it, and it's a shame. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you're going to die for nothing. So on that note, be careful. Stay out these Chinese restaurants. Stay out these Chinese stores. Stay out of them, because they're killing your brothers and sisters in China. Thank you so much for listening. I hope it stick.